What's up guys, Hades here. I got a new video for you today about the new Cinder of Wish. So if you haven't seen my last one, if you click up here in this top tab and you click into the Wish shop, well, all of the new skills from Triss are available here, right? There's a bunch of good things, and the question is always, what do I buy? Because what you get makes a huge impact in your game. Just scrolling through, some of the best skills in the game are here. Not every single one, but a lot of the best ones. And I'm going to try and guide players, new and old, what to get and why. So, one of the most common builds right now is hybrid. And I made a video about this tier list, and it's pretty much a general list, what most things have. I'm going to start making sub-lists below it, right? The first one is hybrid, of course, and I'm going to make a few of them after. But hybrid is one of the most popular. It's one of the most inexpensive to get maxed, and now with this update, it's even less expensive to get to the absolute max. Okay, so hybrid, best in slot skills. That's what BIS stands for, best in slot. And I'm only going to list the S and A tier in my opinion. There are probably a few other ones that would work okay, but these are mostly just paid or KVK oriented. I believe the only one that's KVK is Windrage. So the rest are pay if you want to. So my list starts with Toxin Barrier. This goes on Alex. He's more of a tank. You want him to be tanking in front. Energy Shield. You want this on one of the supports, as well as Vitality Touch. Extra shields and heals are fantastic. Spring of Life is a must. You want Spring plus Berserker. Not this Berserker, but Berserk. The Aura. And No Escape. These 5 combined change your march from average to dominant, right? And I'm going to give some examples in just a bit. Here are a few other things you might consider. Purification to get rid of that wound is an option. Blade Vortex on one of the carries is a decent option, as well as Windrage. Windrage with Cleaves on Hannibal has proven to be a pretty decent option. Desire of Life is decent, as you're getting the wounds, you're getting the bonus healing. I don't love this option over something like Toxin, but you do need some damage options, and I'll explain a few of them better. Berserker can go on Alex, can go on Hannibal, but not super ideal. Same with Storm Strike. It's a proc heavy for magic damage, but we'll talk about it. So I'm going to show you one of the best hybrids we currently have. Check arena stats, and here we go. Top 5 players. A lot of people have transitioned out of hybrid in the top tier, as for example, he doesn't run hybrid with his earth, but this is just on another level. So we're going to go with a normal player who has a lot of Triss skills, and that's this player. Okay, so here's what that looks like. Pretty standard. Windrage, double procking cleave, double procking passive, double procking kin passive. It's a very potent combo. Alex has dual master to not be stopped from being healed, Toxin Barrier, which I highly recommend on him, and Blade Vortex. Blade Vortex is a great damage option. However, this ability is very, very important with low-key. So this one's not mandatory. It is a good option. I don't think it's the best option, but it is a solid option for sure. Next, we have Xeno with Spring of Life and Purification. This could be a few options, but I do like Purification. It is a solid option. And finally, Kin has Energy Shield and No Escape. Basically, No Escape's going to stall your enemy. You can't be stalled. Alex is invulnerable when he has his artifact. Alex is invulnerable. Hannibal is invulnerable when he has Fighting Master. So these two can't be webbed. They can't be slowed down. They're going to put out their damage up front and quickly. And then you're going to stall. You're going to get extra shields, heals, bonus heals from Spring. I would like to see probably maybe Vitality Touch here would be another option. But I'm going to tell you right now, this team dominates. Like, if you fight something like this, you're going to lose unless you have very, very similar skills. Like, a normal hybrid team is going to get absolutely dumped by this. My team is going to get dumped on by this. And I'll tell you right now, hybrid beats Himiko Earth, which a lot of people have transitioned into. I'm going to share a report of a hybrid player who had no Triss skills that I fought in the past KVK. It's right here. I got these two. Okay? A little bit of stats and just a little description of how this matchup kind of works. So this player has no boost, but they are using defensive skills, which almost makes up for it. And you can see there's a massive power discrepancy. But hybrid naturally counters Earth Himiko, and I'll explain why. Okay? So in this situation, I won quite easily, but you can see Charles takes a huge amount of damage. And I'm going to explain this in a little picture. If I screenshot this, and then I can draw some pictures. Alex is hitting directly across, right? But Hannibal cleaves are hitting Charles and Zenobia, right? So everything's getting targeted onto Charles, which is exactly what I want because he's the tank, right? Hannibal's cleave is going to Charles. His Wind Rage is getting the extra. His passive and Kin passive are all hitting Charles. There's 3 of them, right? And then Alex is hitting heavy autos plus combo or whatever they're using. So it always kills this hero first. And you can see by the HP bar, my Charles nearly dies, right? And everyone else is full HP. This is how you want to fight any matchup against hybrid. You want to put the tank in front of Alex. And that's exactly what I did, right? He even has single target focus. He has Fizz Shield, Anger, and Combo. This is perfect for him if he would match up to Alex. And I'm going to show you the opposite side here. This is where my first hit on him, I wasn't prepared. And I had my Alex matching his Alex. Now, they're both combining against my Alex, who isn't built for single target. I had built this to fight Thunder, which I had fought just down here. Thunder. I was trying to match against this guy so I can get the extra proc damages on the backline, right? And so it completely fell in my face here. Now Alex and Barca are focusing my carry with no defense. And then guess what happens? He gets a fantastic trade, even though he's down over 100,000 with no boost except the skill. Right? This is what it looks like when you're down power, but you optimize perfectly, right? And then the other counter is Himiko. Himiko is terrible into hybrid because her ultimate only allows her to hit the back 2 units, back row units. Well, if she voids Kin, who cares? He's a support, doesn't do much. If he voids Zenobia, who cares? She doesn't do that much. It only matters Hannibal and Alex. And if they kill my carry, and Himiko is pretty much doing nothing into the back line, and they're still getting their heals, well, Zenobia and Charles aren't going to do any damage, right? And then you see that this game came to a timeout, right? We have the minute 30. My Himiko did 47 million damage, absolutely dominating, but there's just too much healing from the other side, right? Healing. All the healing from Xeno, all healing from Zerk and Xeno. Berserker did 3.2, 2.8, 6, 7, almost 8 mil, and there's no Spring of Life, guys. Going back to that main build, we'll go back into Arena. Ranking the main build. When you have Spring of Life, you get 25% boosted healing. So 25% of 8 mil is there would have been an extra 2 mil boosted. Not to mention they would be taking less damage, right? This is why I highly, highly recommend Spring of Life in the lineup. It's one of the best. Toxin on Alex, Energy Vitality in the back, and No Escape on the support. These are the top 5. Absolutely need them. I highly recommend getting all of them if you can. If you have only one to pick, I'd probably pick No Escape, Spring of Life, Energy, or Toxin. Those are probably the best four. Vitality Touch is great, but it's probably on the back burner. If you wanted to put it more in order, I think these four are very solid. The other thing is Toxin runs in a lot of things. This runs in a lot of things. No Escape runs in almost everything. And Spring is a little more specific. But this is my tier list. These are the 5 I think you should be picking up in the new Triss Cinders. If you guys have any more questions, let me know. But I would be getting them in here as soon as possible and trying them out. So I'll catch you guys in the next one.